Now, the Andhra Pradesh IT Minister Nara Lokesh and his enthusiasm in luring Bengaluru-based companies to his own state on the promise of better infrastructure and policies has triggered a heated exchange with his counterpart in Karnataka, Priyank, who happens to be the IT Minister in that state. A response from Lokesh on a news post on social media about several companies wanting to relocate from the outer ring road area in Bengaluru, which is in the northern part of the city, prompted Priyank to hurl barbs like desperate scavenging. That's what he says Andhra Pradesh's attempt is to try and move away and lure away many of these IT companies away from Karnataka into Andhra Pradesh. Well, he fell short of calling Andhra Pradesh a parasite, but that's the willy-nilly, the meaning of what he was trying to say. Now, this is a bitter war of words. It began a few months ago. This is not the first time that Lokesh and Priyank have sort of had a stab at each other. Nara Lokesh has repeatedly taken to social media to offer Andhra Pradesh, especially Visakhapatnam, Anantapur, and of course the capital Amaravati, as business-friendly alternatives to Bengaluru. In July, the IT Minister of Andhra Pradesh had invited aerospace investors to consider Andhra after Karnataka dropped plans for a 1,700-acre aerospace park near the Kempegowda International Airport in Bangalore. That was eventually clarified by the Industries Minister of Karnataka, M.B. Patil. On the 17th of September, he made a direct appeal to Blackbuck, which is a company which was in the ORR, the Outer Ring Road, and said that they are done with all of the infrastructure bottlenecks in Bengaluru and they want to move out of ORR. The co-founder of that company, Rajesh Yabaji, he had a direct appeal by Nara Lokesh on social media, who had announced the plans to exit the ORR area of Bengaluru. In fact, Lokesh asked him if he could elicit the interest of the entrepreneur in relocating from Bangalore to Vizag. Then a week later, on the 23rd of September, Nara Lokesh followed that offer up by posting about his state government summit with CII. In fact, CII's big summit is going to happen later in November, and Andhra Pradesh is going to be hosting that, once again inviting startups from Bangalore to come and invest in Vizag. That again has prompted his counterpart from Karnataka to launch a scathing attack, saying that this is almost akin to scavenging.
Both of us are working towards to ensure that our states are positioned globally as a great ecosystem for innovations and investments. He will do what they have to do, we will do what we have to do. But at a drop of a hat, you're going to bring in negativity about my state, my ecosystem. Why should I take it lying down? And while there is competition from Jharkhand, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, UP, we love it.
All right, I want to go across for a quick face-off. Tirunagari, Jyotsna is from the TDP and Deepak Timaya from the Congress. Mr. Timaya, let me start with you first. I mean, why is Bangalore, why is the IT Minister of Karnataka feeling so insecure? I mean, Bangalore alone contributes 10 lakh crores to the state GDP, the GSDP of Karnataka. That's about 40% of the state's total revenue. Any city in Andhra Pradesh is not going to match that. So why is the minister saying this is akin to scavenging and so on and so forth?
I think you actually mentioned it very right, Mr. Jacob, because we are not considering Andhra Pradesh as our enemies or Andhra Pradesh as our competition too. And we respect the people of Andhra, because a lot of people who are in Karnataka are also from Andhra, because particularly if at all you see the infrastructure to a lot of businesses in Bangalore, certainly there are a lot of people who are from the Telugu region. But the question here is that being a healthy competition vis-a-vis somebody who's bad-mouthing the state of Karnataka or Bangalore and always talking about, the flaws here and, trying to highlight it. And on the advantage of that, inviting somebody to go to Andhra Pradesh, that is a little immature. And that is what we are objecting to. And certainly that, like so many other states, we want the other states to develop too. And we want our
but this has been a pattern. Earlier, there was this controversy around HAL and HAL wanting to move part of its operations to Andhra. The IT minister there rolled out the red carpet. It's a different matter. It didn't happen. Then I think this whole ORR controversy that happened with one particular logistics company, again, the red carpet was rolled out. The point is, of course, he is well within its right to invite whichever company wants to relocate. But why is Karnataka feeling so insecure?
No, as you yourself said, he is well within his rights to invite anybody that he wants to. He can also invite all the people from Bangalore to go to Anantapur or Vizag or wherever, but it's up to people to go or to choose to be in Bangalore. But let me tell you, the question here is only about him highlighting the flaws and faults in Bangalore and using that as a trump card to, to his advantage. But that
Okay.
is something that we are not very happy about because, we are not bad mouthing Andhra. We are not saying that Andhra is a poor state which is
Okay.
reeling under it. We are
So
not
basically, you are saying
Andhra
he's
has
free
been
to invite
failing
whoever
pay
he wants
back
to
its,
invite, but don't use the flaws of
don't
Bangalore
badmouth
to
because,
okay,
there
don't
are a lot
badmouth
of people who
Bangalore.
have done
Okay,
it.
let me ask Jyotsna Trinaguri of the TDP. Ma'am, there's no comparison between Bangalore or any city in Andhra Pradesh because it's a new state and the new city. You are trying to sort of invite these companies to come forth. Bulk of the IT in Andhra Telangana is concentrated in Hyderabad. You don't have Hyderabad. You are not trying to build it. But look at, for example, the allotment, the budgetary allotment for Visakhapatnam for IT data center investments is to the tune of 19,000 crores. This is for 5 large firms. But Bangalore, like I mentioned, IT in Bangalore alone contributes 10 lakh crores. I mean, that's 50 times bigger than what's been allotted to one city, Vizag, as per your own budget. So what is the comparison? There's no comparison.
Where did we say that there is a comparison? First thing, and we never badmouthed or we never demeaned Karnataka or Bangalore for that matter. Let me quote here, Jacob. There was a tweet by one of the journalists, Christian Matthew Philip, to which Nara Lokesh ji co-tweeted saying that they spoke about the north and he said up north a little bit, towards Anantapur is far better. Okay, that's what we said. Where is demeaning Bengaluru or where is demeaning or bad-mouthing Bengaluru there? For that tweet of Nara Lokesh ji, which clearly says north sounds good, slightly more north is Anantapur, where we are building a world-class aerospace and defense ecosystem. अब इसमें ये बताइए आप, where is the one single bad word or one single word that demeans Bengaluru here? To this post of Mr. Nara Lokesh, the minister from Karnataka has put such a, I think this is demeaning, this is bad mouthing. He says it's natural for weaker ecosystems to feed off stronger ones. So do you really think it's fair? Did we anywhere, whether it is Nara Lokesh ji or anybody from our state, did we ever say anything about Bengaluru or did we ever say anything about anybody from Karnataka?
No, ma'am, but the fact is when the HAL controversy was happening, you rolled out the red carpet asking HAL to come and set up a plant in Andhra Pradesh.
So
when this logistics company, Black Buck, I think its name is.
1 second, sir.
When they said they're moving out of ORR, in fact, openly your IT minister tweeted and said, please come and invest in Andhra Pradesh. No,
So,
like I
sir,
said, you are well within your right to
Having
invite
said-
whoever you want to
Jacob,
invite. But let's
One
compare
second.
apples and
Let me-
apples,
let
not
me-
apples and oranges.
No. Let me complete my point here. My point is simple. Is inviting a company to our state a crime? Is it a crime?
No, of
Are we
course
doing
not.
anything
It's not a
wrong
crime.
there?
No, not at all.
At the same time, we haven't demeaned Bengaluru. 1 second, let me put it very clearly. We haven't demeaned the ministers there. We haven't used a single word against them. Now, my point is, we are the most youngest state. We want to build infrastructure in our state. We want to create job opportunities for our youth in our state. We want to flourish by our state. The point is, we have suffered the most devastating thing in the past 5 years.
No, but
so we
ma'am,
want to build our state and we are
if I
doing
may
it,
ask
and
you,
we are doing
one
it,
second. If I may
we are
ask
doing
you,
it
if I
as
may
our
ask
thing,
you,
right?
before I go back to Mr. Timaya, if I may
Yes,
ask you,
yes.
why doesn't your minister tweet about companies facing difficulty in Hyderabad or in Chennai or in Pune? I mean, it's always about companies who are facing
Sir.
difficulty in Bangalore.
No,
Why is that?
Absolutely not. I think that's I think that's a wrong notion that you have got, perception that you have got. Jacob, the point is, we are inviting each and every company to come to Andhra because we require companies in the state now. We
Okay.
require more job opportunities for our youth. In fact, last 5 years, what we have seen is in the earlier government, companies have moved out of the state. So we are trying to invite each and every company into the state, whether it is Vizag or Anantapur or Kurnool or Kadapa or Vijayawada or Guntur or wherever it is possible.
Mr. Timaya,
Simple.
they are a new state. They are well within their right to invite whoever they want to invite. But the moot point is this. Why are companies today wanting to leave Bengaluru? Forget about the black buck case. No, once again, the fact that there are these potholes, and the BBMP itself says 1,000 complaints is what it receives on its app and call center every single day for potholes. That's not Nara Lokesh's fault. That's not the TDP's fault. That's on you. You have to fix it.
You yourself mentioned it's just one company that actually threatened to move out of ORR. That is all it is. It was just one company. While thousands of companies want to come to Bangalore.
No, but look at the infrastructure issues in Bengaluru. Sir. One second, sir, please. Look at the infrastructure issues in Bengaluru. Like I said, the BBMP's own app and call center are receiving 1,000 complaints every single day. There are 1 lakh complaints that have come in the 3 months of the monsoon.
1.2 crore vehicles plying on those roads which were not made for these, the kind of influx.
No, but the vehicles have nothing to do with the potholes. The potholes are because of the rains and not reconstructing them.
The rains also have been unprecedented. Andhra Pradesh has also, faced such kind of rains before.
So that's what I'm saying. You can't blame Andhra Pradesh or Kerala or Hyderabad for the bad roads in Bangalore, no?
But let me tell you, Bangalore has been asking for some time to repair these potholes and the roads because we have so many vehicles plying and there is so much that's happening. And even one day that if you stop the vehicles, it's going to affect the whole...
Sir, as per the BBMP's own affidavit filed before the Karnataka High Court, 14,900 or almost 15,000 potholes were identified ones. Forget about the non-identified ones. Identified potholes were about 14,000 plus. Again, you can't blame Nara Lokesh for it.
Okay, but why Nara Lokesh is only worried about the potholes in Bangalore, but why doesn't he actually make his whole state pothole free and then invite people as if he can change the weather in, Anantapur and say that, it is going to be, lush and green and, stop being arid.
By the way, we are running on our screen on the right, the list of companies that have expressed a desire to look at alternate locations, not just black buck. There are dozens of companies. It's a tweet that's been put out. We are scrolling that. I can see a large number of companies that have expressed an interest to move out of Bangalore because of its infrastructure issues.
Simple thing. Mr. Nara Lokesh says, Anantapur is a little above, Bangalore. But let me tell you, the nose is just a little above the mouth, but the nose can't become the mouth. Anantapur can't become Bangalore at all.
Okay.
Miss
Jyotsna,
offering these kind of lofty, dreams to people.
Let Miss Jyotsna respond.
Come to us. Let him actually come to us and ask for our help.
By the way, for your information, Mr. Timaya, there are 30 companies. This is a list that's been consolidated by our sister concern, Money Control. They're a business news website, so I believe they know what they're doing. Going north, new commercial buildings in North Bengaluru, basically wanting to move out of the ORR, wanting to move out of the electronic city, etc. Moving north, further out of the city. A little further north is Anantapur, as Mr. Lokesh has said. But yeah, Jyotsna.
I need to put my point here. The point is, the companies that you have listed, that was what the tweet I was talking to you about, Jacob. The thing is, it's their problem. They have quoted it. Now, why does Mr. Nara Lokesh come into it? I don't really understand. Because the companies want to move out, we said, first, we are a state, we are a younger state, you can come in. Now, here itself in the debate, he spoke ill about Anantapur. The point is, this is sheer arrogance. If you want to have companies in your state, you can always have them, but not at the cost of bad-mouthing and demeaning other states. Even though we are a younger state, we are the one of its kind of state which is offering one of the best policies, industrial policies. I'm sorry to take all these points from the Congress spokesperson.
We hope that Anantapur, Vizag, all of these cities also reach the same, GSDP contribution to the state as Bangalore does, which right now I said is over 10 lakh crores. We wish you luck. We'll see how that goes out. Thank you very much, Mr. Timaya and Jyotsna Tirunaguri for joining us.